Hi, Perry here, New York Food Review Magazine. I'm here in the brand new state-of-the-art kitchen, utilizing primarily Electrolux equipment throughout the entire cook line. And today we're going to be meeting with the designer, Jason Hicks, and he's a restaurant owner of several facilities throughout Manhattan, New York City. And we're going to be talking about the cook-chill process and how this particular very short or very small line of cook equipment can actually accommodate a high volume of traffic and dishes.
So I guess the best way to describe the cook-chill method in the contents of a service or sending a dish would be to run through one dish. So if we take a chicken, for example, on a Monday the chicken will be delivered. The butcher is going to brine the chicken for 24 hours. He'll come in on Tuesday, he'll take the chicken out of the brine, he'll prepare the chicken, truss it, get it ready for roasting. All of his chickens he'll place onto a sheet pan or a roasting tray. He'd then bring it over to the oven. He'd go into the oven, find the recipe, which in this case obviously is roast chicken. He'd press the roast chicken function here. When the oven is ready, it's going to make a sound. It's going to tell him that it's ready to go in. He's then going to open the oven door. He's going to take the probe from the oven. He's going to insert it into the chicken, and then close the door. Once the door's closed, the oven is going to go into a preset recipe that I set myself some time ago through process of just testing. So now that chicken will go through my recipe will go through three temperature zones, where it's going to be a combination of moist and dry heat, a combination of just moist heat, or a little bit less dry heat, and then at the very last phase, with the third phase, would be just completely dry heat, where we're going to crisp the skin. Once it's finished and it reaches the temperature in the middle, which is being told by the probe in there, it's going to come out of the oven, take it out here, and then we're going to put it straight into this machine here, which is the blast chiller. And this machine has essentially a big fan on the side here, which blasts very, very frigid cold air all around and inside the cavities of the chicken, and it just chills the chicken down in a very rapid way. That chicken then, once it's cold, will go back to the butcher or the person whoever is responsible for cleaning the chicken, and he'll portion it. So he'll take the breast off, he'll take the thigh off, the bones we'd keep and we'd use that to make the sauce. But the chicken itself would be the thigh and the breast would be portioned, and it would be come down here, and it would be kept in one of these units here, which is a refrigerator, in a third pan or whatever, in a hotel pan, and the chicken will stay there at a temperature of about 38, 39 degrees for the duration of the service. When a chicken comes on order, the chef will call the chicken. The cook literally will bring the chicken out. He'll take out the portion of chicken. He'll place it onto a scissor platter or some kind of platter. He may put a knob of butter on there or whatever we decide to do with it. He'll put the thigh and the breast. The whole chicken now will come down to this oven here. Will be popped in this oven. During service, this oven is always kept at 320 degrees Fahrenheit with 40% humidity. I know that a chicken, through testing, is going to come out of the refrigerator at about, as I said, 38, 39 degrees. It's going to go into this machine here, this combi oven, at 320 degrees with 40% humidity, and I know that it takes 7 minutes to get to the serving temperature. So then that 7 minutes later, we take the scissor platter out. We're going to bring it over to this piece of equipment here, which is the plancha. We're going to put the chicken skin side down on the plancha, where we're going to crisp the skin up. Whilst the skin is crisping, and we're talking about 30 seconds, 40 seconds, we're going to bring a plate down from the pass. We're going to put our garnish on the plate, which could be mashed potatoes, green beans, or whatever it is. We go back to the plancha, and literally the chicken will come hot, crispy, onto the mashed potatoes. We put the sauce on the chicken. We send the chicken to the dining room. That whole process, from the chicken coming out of the refrigerator here to on the plate to into the dining room, has taken less than 10 minutes. The productivity of the ovens and the functionality of the ovens gives us a lot more capacity to work in a smaller space. So as an example, this restaurant has fully loaded about 220 seats, which is broken out over to 3 to 4 different revenue centers, which could be working off different menus. But I'm able to manage all of those different all those different dishes and everything that goes into the different areas, whether it be a pub or whether it be fine dining upstairs, is all coming off of this line here. And I think that typically, if I was going to be looking at doing those types of numbers in a traditional kitchen, we might end up with twice as much equipment under a bigger hood. And that's pretty much it. So I think that the ability that we have to use these as steaming, as combination, or as dry heating, or as dehydrating, or as chilling, or as holding, it gives us all the ability to keep it all compact, and it obviously affects the bottom line in terms of labour and the amount of people that I need on the line to make the food.